Hello everyone and welcome back to Sweet 17 where we poke around Minecraft survival in 1.17 and see what happens. I'm Leo and I'm the one running this world, so let's see what we are up to today. For the last couple of episodes I've been complaining about my smelters not having a home. So I think today is the day we build a smithy around the smelter and make it look all nice. As you might notice, I've turned off the peaceful animal sounds for this episode because frankly I do not want to listen to them for that long. So we need to start by collecting some supplies. I'm thinking basic stone bricks will get us far, and we also want some deep slate for the floor if I have any left. If not, we'll go get more. But this is a good start, and also we'll make a chest to store our stuff nearby. There and there. Now we should start by figuring out the size. I want a bit more room than this to have somewhere to put decorations and such, but not much larger because, well, there isn't much room between our reed farm and regular farm. So the back wall will probably be about here. Then we go here, maybe a block or two further from here, and then a bit further here. That's at least the plan, so let's start by marking the perimeter. I'm planning on something quite similar to the Minecraft villager blacksmith houses, but not quite the same. A bit more, let's say, elaborate. Hopefully it'll turn out fine, but there's only one way to find out, and that is building it. And we are already out of bricks. Fortunately, we have plenty of stone. Now this is about the area, but we should also think about the entrances. No one at the front will be pretty regular, and this will be symmetrical. I don't think we are going to bother with actual doors and such, but this could be a nice sense. So here's the main entrance. And I also want a side entrance with kind of like a lava pool for fuel, even though we won't be using that pool for fuel. The fuel will come from here, which also means we might want to build a nice corridor here. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. I forgot I trapped you there. You can stay there, I'm not coming down. So first off, let's go see if we have more deep slate down in the mines, because it would be good for expanding the floor. Oops. We don't want mobs spawning here. I'm using the light overlay mode, which allows me to see areas where mobs might spawn. Okay, that's all the deep slate. That should get us far, and this will come with us for a further plan that we'll talk about later. But for now, we'll get the floor covered. This is probably way too much, but I love the look of the deep slate tiles anyway, so I'll find other uses for it. Which is why I was out of deep slate in the warehouse in the first place. I can't help it. I love how it looks. It's probably my favorite new addition in this version. I mean, well, by looks it is my favorite. Functionally, I like the tinted glass more because having a window in the farms is so useful. But obviously, when we are building, it's not just about function. Sometimes it really is just about looks. You can tell I haven't been playing Minecraft for a couple of weeks. I can't even use my mouse anymore. So we are filling in the floor, though we will cut a hole later to have an entrance to our lava farm over at the skeleton spawner, but this is going to be the basic shape. Actually, let's move the wall one step closer, so I'll have space for proper corners, which means you have to come into. Oh great, I had them on me. So I like corner logs, but I like them even more when they actually add some 3D effect, as we see here at the warehouse. It's an easy way to add some depth to a build, and depth is an easy way to make a build look much better. Okay, you are really too close. I think we'll have to take you in one more step. This is why I didn't want to build the walls all the way up yet, because, well, it would make it even worse if I had to rebuild the walls all over. Now I just have to take down one layer. This should be better. Yes, that'll do. So, a smithy doesn't need to be very tall, but that also depends on what kind of roof we are doing. I'm thinking a proper stone roof here over the main building, and then here we do a nice little lean-to type of deal. We'll also probably edit the walls later, but for now we are building up to get the shape right. So we started with the area of the build. Now we are working on the shape, and the details come last, because there's no point in detailing something if you don't know if you are even going to keep that part. this wall will come down later, but for now we just keep that little access point. Let's light up the walls. This is the only place in the area for base where mobs can spawn at the moment, because everything else is lit up, and I don't want any surprises if I go for materials. Now, it's a bit close to our field, but that can't be helped. I think height-wise, it's fine. I mean, I don't want anything truly massive. This is supposed to be just a small little blacksmith area. So this is an opening, and I want here our little lava pool. So we'll have to bring this area out a bit and then build a pool, which means we'll have to expand the floor, but fortunately we have a lot of stuff for that. Let's see. No more buckets, we'll have to get some from the fuel tank. That should have plenty. Yeah. And I think the pool should be some other rock. We could just use deep slate, but we might want to have some variety and see if we have any blackstone. Probably not, I haven't been to the Nether much. Of course we have deep slate slabs here, because why wouldn't we? No blackstone, so the question is, do we go get some or just build with what we have? Well, I do want to actually get this built today, and if I go to the Nether I will get sidetracked, no question about it. So I guess instead of blackstone we'll go with andesite. I'll maybe edit things later, but for now andesite it is. So this is going to be our lava pool. It doesn't actually have to be very big to make an impression. There. And now we go get the actual lava for the lava pool. And some extra. Fine. Be like that. I completely forgot that lava doesn't rock the way water does. Which shouldn't be a surprise, given all the years I've been playing. But apparently, sometimes you're gonna goof. Fortunately, it's not a big goof, it just affects to look a bit. There. In our, well, fiction, this is where the blacksmith gets the fuel. Actually, let's be daring. Now, this is looking good. does mean we might do this as well. There. And then for symmetry's sake, there. I know I shouldn't be worrying about the details yet, but I don't think I want to come back to this little thing later, so let's get it done. This didn't actually come out as much as I thought, but that's fine. We'll just add the flooring to give the impression of a working area. And maybe add some fences at the edges, and that'll make quite a difference, as you will see in just a moment. Now, since I noticed that we do have those big slabs over there, let's go actually get them. There. You can tell I really like this when I had a stack and a half just lying around from past projects. This looks nice, but we'll add a bit more shape to it. There. And now I'm thinking a spruce fencing around this, maybe with a gate. So if this was a real smithy, this would be the place where the smith goes to do the actual work. Of course, for us, it really doesn't work like that. But, well, I think half the fun of making so-called realistic builds is figuring out how things would work if this was real life. And if this was real life, well, I doubt the smith would want to work right there. And come to think of it, we'll probably want that flooring under the fence too, but that might not be necessary. This is a good place for a gate. I will add torches here to make it nicer. And another one here. So, I want this to look like the working area, so we'll put an anvil and maybe a smithing table here. Now I know that smithing table doesn't actually do anything aside from, well, work with villagers, but oh well, that's not what I'm hoping for. There you are. And let's make a couple of anvils actually. I mean, I will get through them probably faster than I'd like. So no sense in only making one. There. And of course we'll also want a work table here. Maybe another one outdoors. And one thing I was thinking of, which is why we got these boots, is of course a smith would be working on something. And that something might end up. I'm lacking. Right, I think it's you. There. I don't really use armor stands too often, so I don't remember the recipe by heart, but we got there. There. Now let's see, I should have more armor that I'm not actually going to use. There. We might as well do a golden set too. Excellent. And we also have some at the villager center with our armor there. Now, these are not supposed to be for use. Like, I'm not going to come here and pick up this armor, so it really doesn't matter that it's not properly enchanted or it's almost broken. These are decorations, nothing more. I should close up this hole, but for now it's here. I'll probably end up building something under here anyway. There are a lot of holes I should be closing. I know it. Let's see if we have any left here. Yes, we do. More than we actually need, probably, but, well, it doesn't hurt. And a cauldron will be good if we want to add a emergency fuel generator at the actual Smithy. And of course, when we get more loot from various monsters, we can add them to this collection to get some more variety. We wouldn't want all our bullets to look the same after all. You get pants, you get a shirt, nobody else has this shirt. Okay, the rest go to the loot. Now, what else might I need for decoration before I look at the walls? We have the smith's tools. We have the mannequins for the results. We have scary lava. Some iron bars here might look good. I mean, there's no actual reason for it, but you don't always need a reason to add something. So right now, just for the sake of symmetry, we'll add a chest here. I don't really need the chests because I usually use lava buckets for fuel, which means they don't need changing that often. But if I do change to some other fuel, then this will come in handy. I really should empty this too, but not today. So this one, for some reason I really like destroying the poison potatoes in lava. Now let's see. This is at Y16. And I think our best choice for an entrance would be here. Which means getting rid of this one spawner. But that's fine, we're adding under at the Smithy anyway, which means actually we'll end up with another one. I can now have two. So this is what we are aiming for, 2 for 1 and 2 for 3 about. And we want Y60. So our entrance should probably be a bit out of the way. We're going down here. We'll add proper stairs later. Right now it's a matter of making the tunnel. Oh, hello there. Fancy meeting you here. I really like having the fortune enchantment for ores. It makes me a lot less worried about iron as someone who really doesn't know how to do iron farms. Or well, I suppose I could do it with a tutorial or something, but I never have before, and I'm not sure if I want to start. Was 224? Yeah. Now the minimap I'm using is Zero's minimap, as I probably mentioned before. And this is the single player version. Well, both versions do work in single player, but there's also a so-called fair play version, which will not show, well, enemies underground or other players in places where you shouldn't be seeing them, because, well, that wouldn't be fair. So do note that, well, this isn't the only form of the minimap. Okay, so it is 240. I thought it was too far, but apparently I can't tell distances at all. There's a reason why I use minimaps. I would get lost even more than I do already. Of course, I could just have F3 open, but for some reason my brain really doesn't work well with F3. It's too much information on the screen at once, and I end up not understanding any of it, or like not taking it all in. So minimaps and HUDs are really great for me. I know I don't need to fill this in, but it just looks nicer, doesn't it? So this is where we can come get some more lava. Let's also make this just a bit higher. I don't want to feel like I'm hitting my head with every step. And here we need some stairs, which probably means we'll have to add some more height, but for now let's see what this feels like. Okay, that's good, and well, let's Let's add some more headroom. There. It's not the prettiest, but it's only supposed to be for quick trips. And as a spoke, we might add a, well, let's call it an emergency supply over here, which means we'll have to add a lava reservoir over here, which can go a bit to the roof, so we need solid blocks here. Then actually we had excellent. I think this will look nice with the roof. Need to get another one, but I might actually just do this for the roof itself, assuming I have enough, probably not. But then again, from a distance you only see the edges anyway. I also have to think of something at the top of this, and here we want the roof kinda like we have over the pigs. For now, let's see how far we get with this, and in the meantime we have a smelter, let's use it. I like using slabs, but actually building with them can be such a pain because it's so easy to put them on the wrong height. Well, that went further than I thought actually. Now, one dripstone there, you are unnecessary, and we'll go and get some more dripstone from our very advanced dripstone farm, which is, it's just a dripstone with a pillar, and you need a water source above it, and as long as you have those two you get more dripstone. It's just very slow. I wasn't actually sure if this works with full low blocks or if flowing works as well. Apparently flowing works, but I like to have a full one anyway. Oh, and let's add these ones. Should get us pretty far with the ceiling, roof, whichever one you call it when there's only one layer. I mean, ceiling is on the inside and roof is on the outside. In this case, it doesn't just depend on which side I'm looking on. Probably. English is weird in many ways. So we have our ceiling. We need the outside off, so our hypothetical blacksmith doesn't have to get all wet if it rains. Which probably means a bit more fence posts, but we'll see about that. I really need to go and find a jungle simply because I want bamboo for scaffolding. And as you can see from the minimap, the only place inside the fences where we have enemies is at the skeleton spawner over there. Everything else is spawn free inside the fence and crawling with enemies outside it. But that doesn't matter because we are inside. This is why I spent an entire episode fencing off the area. Because I was tired of having to go to sleep at the first sign of night or spend all my work time avoiding zombies and skeletons and creepers, and you get a picture. That's nice. I like it, I like it. I think we need some windows. No glass in them because blacksmithing is very hot work, but we are not just putting simple holes here. Let's add some height variation. Okay, you need one more. But I do like using the slabs and stairs to give different shapes and also different heights to the windows. I could add slabs here and have it be like a 2-block window, but at a different height than usual. But I think I actually like this circular windows, so we'll leave them like that. What else? What else? Well, they always have to be torches. So this one, that's better. I harvested all of this right before I started recording, and now it's all grown back. Now what I was thinking of for the corner logs is one of the card logs, but which one would it be? Card deep slate is pretty nice, if I say so. Oh, we might not actually use iron bars here. Let's just add some shape, and this one could use them too. So chisel, deep slate is what we need. I really wish I had scaffolding. Now while we are here, let's make sure no up spawn. The roof could have more shape to it, but then this is just a simple blacksmith. We have the outside working area. We have the fuel both in the pool and back here in the cauldrons, which are already full. And we have the actual smelting pot. I know it's not big and it's not very automated, but so far I haven't needed anything more than this. And of course we have all this lovely work, which will probably be more varied later on. All in all, I think it's a great improvement over the, well, the bare naked smelter. So, thank you for joining me for this blacksmith building experience, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!